Welcome back to Just Got Played. This is your boy Jim Jam JJ here, and I got another unboxing for you. This game's fresh off a Kickstarter. Just came back from Dice Tower last week, and it's came in during that week. Still recovering, as you saw from the video. My crew did not a few days ago that recapped the whole event. So hopefully you checked out that live stream, and if not, you saw the recording of it sometime after that. So I'm still recovering it's been a few days since that weekend that I'm recording this now. This game came out during that time, so I'm excited to show it to you with all the fancy Kickstarter pieces to it. So here we go. And here it is. It's Trailblazer, the John Muir Trail. You're going through the John Muir Trail to get to Mount St. Helens. You have 12 days or 12 rounds to do so. The game is by Mariposa Games. Plays 1 to 4 players in about 20 minutes. We'll see about that. But I'm going to show it to you here, and I'm going to unbox it for you. But this time you're in the real world, present times, going through an actual trail, and you have your little map books, and you got to get your provisions and your backpack and your water and your food as you go on your trek to Mount St. Helens. So I've got my knife, and we're going to open this thing up here. We got the wrapping off. As I said before, this is the Kickstarter version, so it's got some little Kickstarter fancy pieces in there. Also, there is a couple of expansions already built in it, some expansion modules to go along with the fancy pieces. Normally, I'd say half the pieces, well, all the pieces are cardboard. Half the pieces come with special Kickstarter plastic comparisons, plastic equivalents that you can use. So there is a solo version of that, and you can take that and just throw that away. And then there are the basic cardboard pieces for the games, and with their corresponding plastic equivalents for them. So the cardboard pieces, you can go ahead and throw those away with the solo game. Because you know Jim Jam doesn't like his solo game, except for Marvel Champions. That's it. That's the only caveat. So we got the book here, which is a nice, big, thick book. Very nice. We have the solo pieces, as I said. Go ahead and throw it solo explanation. Go ahead and throw that away. And the box has gone off the table. And then we have the Black Bear and Bluebird expansions. Haven't looked into what those do exactly. And then we have skill and mission cards, which can be added. Let's see. Yeah, so you can shuffle these out to each player. And then we have difficulty in map packs goes up with the red ones. The green ones are the basic ones that everybody can have. If you want a little bit better experience or more trickier experience, trickier hike, you go with the red cards instead of the standard green ones. And then we have the trail cards, which basically you can just add into the trail card deck. There's a third type function. As a third type of function to your current deck, in addition to the original travel green or obstacle red trail cards described on page 5, these 4 instant trail cards can be played at any time during any of your turns during the daytime phase only. So normally, the trail cards, from what I can see, were played at specific times. So this ones are instant. I don't think the regular ones are instant. Simply play an instant trail card, receive the benefit picture, then discard and draw a new one. Okay. Remember, if necessary, you can, during the sunrise phase, discard 1 trail card for 1 water. I didn't know that. Okay. So I got kind of an overview of the instructions, but not quite. I didn't know you could trade. So there are 3 phases. There are the sunrise phase? Why does it say the sunrise phase? Sunrise should be the sunset phase. So you have 3 phases in the game. You have the sunrise, the day phase basically is daytime, and then the sunset. Sunset. So why did they say sunrise? I must have skipped that part. I don't know why they say you can discard a trail card. So the 3 phases of the game. Basically, the sunrise phase is where you change the weather and set up the board. And then you have your trail card book that you flip to the next page. So each day is going to be a different page in the book. Let's see. Trail cards represent most trail cards is the backpack on trail cards. The trail card deck is empty. Reshuffle it. Oh no, these are the cards I was talking about before, not your trail book. So sunrise, daytime, draw and place a weather token, draw and play a trail card. Oh, there's a trail card part earlier. Okay, so basic setup. went through real quick, just looked at it real quick, just how to set up the board. And then the sunrise phase, kind of looked through it real quick because you want to get to the daytime phase. Because that's where you place your tracks or action tokens and do actions. You start out with 3, and then there's other ways that to get the 4th and the 5th one during the game. And then during the sunset phase is the cleanup. Basically, you have to consume 1 water and 1 food at the sunset phase because you get hungry while you're doing the trail. It's always going to be 1 water and 1 food. You retrieve your tracks and then refresh the board, that type of thing. So really quick, I'm not going to do a deep dive into the overviews each phase, and then you have the very nice rule book here, which is very explanative. Very good at explaining the things. I didn't have trouble understanding once I knew what all the tokens were and everything in the game, and went through the rule book. So that's nice. Here we have the board, which is a nice big board. Transformer noises. Okay, so this is probably going to be too big for our camera right now, so we're not going to worry about that as I pick my nose. So let's see. Let me flip this back around here. Oh, without knocking anything over. Oh God. Okay, so here's your trail. Here's your. Can I scoot this up without knocking anything over? Okay. Here's your evolution charts. Here's where you get action and supplies and different things, and for your backpack and just general supplies. And this is where you get exploration cards. Pretty nice board, pretty good quality, nice and big. So you're going to need a decent amount of table space for this. I like all the art in the background. Art was by Andrew something Bosley. So I don't know who that is, but everybody's very happy about that apparently. So very pretty looking game. Not a big fan of the hiking theme. There are a couple like camping games and going through the trail games, but I do like the mechanics of this game. Always, like I said, I like my exploration games with the resources you have to get. So that's pretty nice. Okay, so we have a bunch of punch out, a bunch of cardboard. Looks pretty nice here. I'm not going to punch everything out because some things are replaced, as I said, with the Kickstarter plastic pieces. You have your backpack icons, your action tokens, aka tracks tokens, your JMT tokens that add a little bit more difficulty as you go up in elevation. Of course, as you get higher to the peak of a mountain, obviously it's going to get a little bit harder. Then you have your, I forgot what those called, but basically those are in-game points, objectives where you can get points at. You have the compass token, which lets you take an action that is already... So basically, you have different action spaces. Once somebody goes there, usually nobody else can go there. But once per game, you can sacrifice 2 victory points and flip this token. And then you have your hazard tokens, different. I forgot what those are called. Basically, they go on your board, and you can get the trails. I don't know. There's a lot of different cards in here, but basically, you get one of each type. And the first time you trigger it, you get the bonus of it. But that's the only time you can get it is that one-time bonus. And then you have your weather tokens and resources or supplies that you need here. So I'm not going to punch any of this out now. Got the different player colors, more copies of this. I know one thing, you do get upgraded action or tracks tokens with the Kickstarter, so that's pretty nice. Instead of the cardboard, you get plastic. So those are the different things there. Put that off to the side. Player boards have red, green, blue, and yellow. Here's the player boards. Let's see here. So you have your backpack, and then as I said, the first time you trigger, get that card, forgot what it was called, you get to do the bonus action, and then you put that little marker on there to indicate. You can get more of that same type of card, but it's not going to trigger a bonus. And then here's where you keep your water and your food and your sleep and your endurance tokens. And then you have all your resources. You get a maximum of 12. You can't go over 12, so there's no recycling of everything. And then here's your backpack where you stole things. Basically, every time you complete a row, you get a bonus on the side here. And then the first person, also what's nice is every time the first person does something, you get victory points, which is pretty nice. The orange victory points are during the game, and then blue background victory points are at the end of the game. So that's pretty cool because you get to, there's a race for most victory points when you fill that up. So there's a lot of different ways to get victory points, which is pretty nice. Where can we put this here? Okay, let's see. Here are the upgraded player pieces. Get rid of this here. And you can see little plastic pieces here. Very nice indeed. You see that a little bit? It's a little dark in here, but those are the upgraded player pieces. Leave those in the bag for now. Here are your little travel meeple tokens here. So green and blue, pretty easy to see. But the brown and the red, I don't know, it's because it's low light in here or whatever, but it is hard to see the difference in there in the color. You can kind of tell a little bit in that camera. But those pieces are pretty nice. Get rid of all the moisture sucker bags, whatever you want to call them. Let's see here. We have, so there is a bear and a bluebird. Those pieces are in here. And then what we have are the solo pieces, so I might as well just throw those away. But we have the bluebird and the bear tokens. So here you go. It's pretty nice. Pretty good thick pieces there, as you can see from the side, hopefully. Let's see if you can see that. You can't see the black bear, but you can see the bluebird a little bit. So there's a nice thick piece in there. So we might as well just separate these out because we're never going to use this again. Throw that over there along with that. These right here. Let's see. And we have our 10 pieces. Let's see if I can give each player a different bag. That's so many bags for all the separate things. I don't understand. So 10 pieces are to mark off your elevation. The higher you go on the elevation track gets you bonuses, including your extra track tokens or action points. So it might be good to move up on elevation as soon as you can to get those extra actions. Always want more actions. We don't like 3 actions. Ridiculous. We want more actions. Okay, here we go. Bird tokens. So that probably goes with the bird expansion. Haven't looked at the bluebird and black bear expansions just yet, but definitely gonna put each player piece in his own bag. I don't even know why I separated it out like that. Okay, and you have your notebook rings for your tracks or trail book. So this tells you when you're moving along the trail, what you need on that specific part of the trail. As you saw on the player board, each trail is marked off 1 through 10. So basically you have 10 stops you need to make on the trail, and you have 12 days to do it. So it's kind of assumed that 2 of the days you're going to be like filling up, getting supplies to move on to the next part of the trail. If you want to speed up the game, then you can make it 10 rounds instead of 12. So that kind of makes people hustle. And then we have a bag. I don't know what this bag is for. It's not marked, but it's a nice little token bag or dice bag. Here we have the upgraded first player marker, compass marker, and I don't know what this, first player token. So basically what happens is somebody can take the sunrise phase, and then sometimes they'll have water tokens on there, so you take whatever that is, and then you become the first player of the next round. And then this gets put back in. Basically, if nobody takes this, then there can be a stack of water tokens on there, and so it gets pretty tempting to grab first player and get all those free water tokens. And this was the trail bonus. Basically, these 2 pieces can be earned as like a little bonus. If you don't use them, they're 2 victory points at the end of the game. But if you do use them, basically you can take a space that's already occupied and still take that action. So that goes off once per game. So use it wisely or save it for the victory points. So we have that now. And then we have our little trail cards. Really need to learn the names of all these things, but I cannot remember. Throw that over there. So there's a thank you from the Mariposa Games. First published game, Trailblazer. Oh, this is their first game. I didn't know that. Oh yeah, so go ahead and check out Mariposa Games. Hopefully all their games are very pretty. Oh, Trailblazer, the Arizona Trail. They already have a sequel? It's not an expansion, so already the sequel, the Arizona Trail. That's pretty cool. An expansion for Trailblazer JMT Conservancy. Oh, another expansion for this game. So they have a whole new game coming out and an expansion for this game coming out. Looks like fall 2023. I wonder if that's on Kickstarter or it's just going straight to retail. BGG. Okay, so yeah, they got that. That's pretty cool. Put that over there. And then we have the different trail cards. Oh, player reference. That's pretty nice. These are pretty big cards, as you can see. So what's nice is, so there's 3 different sections on the trail, beginning with the green, which is usually easier because you're in the lower elevation. Soon as the first person crosses into the harder section, so you'll blue and then orange, brown, whatever that is, you replace all the cards there, and then you can't get the easier cards at that point. So that kind of becomes like a timer type thing, because you're gonna get your butt moving, or you're gonna get stuck with the harder stuff. Oh, this is Robo Hiker. So here is the solo player expansion card. So we might as well just throw that away. And then we have our shoot. What is this called? I buried the thing. This is your. Oh man, what is it called? This is the field guide cards. So those cards are basically how you get stuff for your backpack and extra resources. I guess you kind of spot it out there in the field, and then you kind of get it into your inventory. So basically, this becomes an instant reward. How do I open this? Okay, there is a cheater. There you go. Okay, so throw that over there. Okay, so basically what happens is you get the reward here, and then sometimes it gives you a backpack item. This symbol looks like you get a track or your action token back, which is pretty nice. And then there's set collection. So there are four different types of resource or symbols on the cards, and then basically every unique set that you have, you get more victory points in according to the chart. So instant rewards, backpack items, or your action token back, and then end game victory points. Basically how that goes. Put that there. That's good. Let's see. And here are the trail cards here. So these look like one-time rewards that you can have in your hand. I didn't see anything about a hand limit as far as these cards are concerned. Got a bunch of them. So these are instant ability cards. So get trail advance advice from a ranger. So you get stuff into your backpack, and then you get victory points. It's pretty much here. This gets rid of a hazard token. So basically what happens is, and these are all bad, not feeling well. So you get a first aid kit, and you get rid of a hazard thing. So these are obstacles. So what happens? Advice from a ranger. I forgot what I was going to say. So this just gives you supplies and resources, apparently. Let's see. I forgot what I was going to say. So what's nice about backpack stuff is they go into your backpack, but it's just kind of a requirement. So you don't ever lose the stuff in your backpack. Food and water and endurance and sleep, that kind of stuff you lose. And the other tokens you lose, but backpack stuff doesn't go away. So what happens is when you're moving along the trail, if you want to take the trail movement action, you have to pay the resources. If you can, you get hazard tokens. So that's a way you get hazard tokens. And I said how you get rid of them doing hazard stuff. These were so many symbols on these cards. Destination cards were the big cards. Player aids. What are these? I don't know. There might be an expansion. Shoot. I don't know what these are. Let's see. Open this up here. Throw that over there. These look like. Oh, these are expansion cards. The ones I talked about before. Okay. I don't know what these are. Oh, more expansion stuff. Okay, so this is all expansion stuff for the Blue Bear. Blue Bear. Yeah, there you go. Blue Bear. Bluebird and Black Bear, and then the expansion stuff. So all expansion stuff. Looks like everybody has like special stuff that happens on that they can use on their turn. So that's interesting. And then here are the trail book cards. So we have the ones that come with the game and the expansion ones that are more difficult. Let's see. Yeah, it's just going to cost you more resources. So here on step 1, it's plants. And then here you need a camera in your bag and then a food in order to move on this part of the trail. So I'll take these out, but the cards are good quality. The trail cards go into your, oh man, might be, as you know, it is hard to pop out rings in a new game. Oh, whew. Okay, that one wasn't too hard. Let's see. So each trail book has 10 locations. So you have 10, and then each player gets their own trail book, and it's varied, variety, and these go together like this. So Each time you want to move on the trail, you would flip, and then this is the resources that you need. And then also for weather, and then anything on the JMT markers, you pay that and you move into the next section. So that's what you do on your book. So each section, each one of your trail book sections matches with the board, and then it shows you what resource you need on there. It's different for everybody. You can always look in your trail book to see what you need, just in case, so it's never a surprise. But yeah, each player's trail book is different, which I like. Good variety. So you just kind of randomly give these out to everybody. One little complaint, which is not really a complaint. I would like it if there was more, but you know, it's expansion coming. You already get 2 in here instead of just the regular 1. So that's pretty nice. All right, put that over there. Flip that over. I don't know what that means. And then here's the other trail book. And then you got a little divider for all the different things in the game. So that's pretty nice. It's already come there with you. This is, I don't even know how I would sleeve all this, but this is where the trail books go. Oh, goodness. Throw that in there. That's where that goes. And then the discs all go in there. So all in all, very nice game. So check out the review once I get to play it. I will be very excited to play this. Doesn't look too complicated, so hopefully maybe you'll play in the 120 minutes. It really doesn't look too complicated. It's looks pretty simple compared to like a Maracaibo or even a Marco Polo type thing. So very simple a game. Most games that have to do with like expeditions and like summer camps and stuff based in now times seem pretty simple. So the art is amazing. The Andrew Bosley, I think that's what it said. Pretty nice. Does it have it on here? No, it doesn't. It's on the box. But anyways, this is Jim Jam with Just Got Played, and this is another unboxing. Hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below, like, subscribe, share, and come to the Discord and let me know what you think of the whole expedition genre. Is that your type of thing? Going through the national parks and all that there? I've only played like 1 or 2 games before. There's a summer camp deck building game that I enjoyed, and there was another little expedition trail. You're going out collecting stuff and turning it in. Can't remember the names of those games right now, but theme is okay. I like the mechanics more than anything, and it's such a pretty game. We're talking about Trailblazers this time, so I'm interested to see what the expansion is going to look like in the fall, and also the Arizona Trail. I know it's in Arizona, but I don't know anything about hiking. I'm an indoor boy. This is a city boy right here, you got. So I recently just like walked outside. Bugs love me, so that sucks. I get eaten up all the time, so I stay my butt inside, okay? So once again, JJ, Just Got Played. Catch you next time. Bye.